Well, darling, there's only one God. Darling, there's only...
Welcome to the Dirty Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Cookie, and thank you, as always, so much for tuning in with me. It's been a damn good 2022. I gotta be honest. I appreciate every stream, every share, every like, all of that good stuff. Y'all been good to the kid this year. And again, if you are with the audio and are not aware, we do have the YouTube channel, Dirty Bag Podcast. Please subscribe, like, tell a friend, and tell a friend. So what's on my heart today as we are nearing the end of 2022? I feel like this was a big year of just with our community. I love kinfolk, and all that good stuff, but man, the flip-flopping, can we talk about it today? So in the past week, one of the big things everybody's been discussing is this Deion Sanders move to Colorado. Everybody knows he was the second coming of Jesus, the ancestors, and everything black. When he came to this school and had the commitment and resolve to change the landscape of HBCUs and how he can just build it up and, make our young black men just really consider that a first option over PWIs. Basically, he sold the new version of the I Have a Dream speech, college football edition. Let's just say that, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I have my notifications turned on. Anytime that man speaks, I'm going to that page. I'm trying to soak it up. I love what he's doing with these young black men and how for him, ain't about the money, about the mission. God sent me. You know what I'm saying? But he's decided to go to greener and, shall we say, wider pastures in Colorado. So there's been arguments on both sides of the fence. I don't want to even say it's a 50-50 split. A lot of people are not understanding the outrage with him announcing this move and going to a PWI. Now, before anybody comes for me, let me tell y'all something. The young 15-year-old me had a huge crush on Prime Time. Neon Deion, baby, must be the money, must be the money. As whack as that shit was, I was on it. I love that man. Young me loved him. So let's just start there, because I know y'all love to accuse black women of tearing y'all down and all that good stuff, but that's not what it is. So what this announcement has brought up is the feelings of inferiority and how people look at HBCUs as like this little second class destination. Now, the black community is big for discussing a few things: how we need ownership, right? How we need ownership and how we need to dominate leadership in more black spaces. I can't think of anything more black than pouring into an HBCU. So what people are saying is y'all just don't want to see a black man involved. He's doing better for himself. What would you do if another school offered you this and you making this? Which brings back the argument. If whiteness offers us a top dollar, we skip. Now, let me start by saying this. If you are strictly about your coin, you are about advancement, you are about feeding your family, whatever opportunity comes for you to elevate your career, that is your MO, that is fine. Nobody is knocking that, I promise. But when you step into the gate, when you come on the scene like, the ancestors themselves appointed you, like Harriet Tubman spoke to you in a dream, MLK came back and, chatted with you in your prayer closet. Folks gonna hold you to your words. If you ain't got your word, you have nothing else. My personal opinion on this ain't even my personal opinion. This has really been just a collective agreement with folks that really rocked with and bought into his message. If you about your coins, then just keep your mouth shut. Keep blackness out of it. Keep black youth out of it. Keep what you're trying to change out of it. Do your job, go home, and eat your food. It's really simple. You did some used car salesman shit, and it looks like you really just used this university as a stepping stone. So a few things folks have brought up. His car was broken into. Where y'all been? Especially if you're in the hood. Welcome to being regular black. All of our cars have been broken into before. I don't think somebody breaking into your car is a just reason to just up and just leave the mission, abort your mission. That math ain't mathing. Maybe that's new to him. Okay, don't put expensive items in your car. When you're rich, you need to move accordingly. That should just be automatic. We know this, okay? So I can't get with that. Now, someone did mention that there's been some things internally, leadership-wise, folks not being paid their rightful wages, and that he's had to come out of his pocket. I'm trying to figure out if y'all understand what it means to be a change agent. It's almost as if when activists explain their experiences, y'all just don't listen. There's going to be some growing pains that come with that. You don't just come into a situation, say you're going to change it, and expect to have no obstacles. That's not even how life works, let alone you taking on, a tall glass, a tall order. That's what it is. A lot of people were like, well, how long is long enough? I'm sorry, y'all. 3 years that's barely touching the surface. When there's been a long-standing history of a certain school or HBCUs not having the tools they need. You don't get to come in and sprinkle your celebrity around and then go, okay, I've done enough for you people, because that sounds about right. Which he ain't said it, but y'all saying it for him. No, that's not what it is. If you about the mission, see it through. And I think the biggest thing is he talked so many other recruits into abandoning offers from PWIs to come there. If you're going to pitch that black message, you don't bring people in and then leave them. But it also goes back to us putting too much faith into rich black people. We don't all speak the same language. Somebody brought up a really, really good analogy. Not even an analogy, but some real shit that happened. They said, in order for y'all to understand why people are upset about Deion Sanders' moves, think back to Ferguson. Now, y'all already know how so many celebrities came in, professional organizers, activists, tenured activists, whatever you want to call them, getting in front of cameras, becoming the saviors, funding, money, all that good shit, making a name for themselves, and then dipping. And while they were in front of the cameras, it literally erased the work of those that were on the ground that didn't have the celebrity status or the language or the connections or the resources. It's relative. It's similar. Almost the same damn thing. You discounting the work that people at JSU were already doing. And number one, you can't have a winning team without committed team members, without hardworking team members. So y'all just completely erasing what them young boys did. Like he was out there running them plays. We got to do better. Guys, we seriously got to do better. Because in one breath, y'all can't talk about how we got to support black this, black that. But when it's your fave making a decision to go to whiteness, all of a sudden the rules change. All of a sudden it's about taking care of his family, which that man said it was not about the money. Someone brought up a good point, is that his motive is also to get his sons into the league. So look who he's moving along with him. And even the argument of, well, he's bringing people with him. Yes, away from an HBCU. I don't know how that's getting lost on people, but you're taking talent away from what we're supposed to value, what we're supposed to support, what we're supposed to be. Yeah. And when y'all come to folks like, well, why don't you go do it? Why don't you support? Hey, first of all, don't blame the people for his words and his feet being held to the fire for things that he said. I just think that when it comes to our faves, we give one too many passes. That's it. Nobody's tearing down anybody for making the best decision for their family. But you absolutely get held accountable for lying to people and selling them a dream. It is what it is, guys. Sorry. So definitely a blow to HBCUs. on the strength that when somebody big comes in, you literally got to take their word with a grain of salt because you don't know if they're just using you as a stepping stone. Because let's be clear, would these other schools or would, Colorado be looking at him had he not did what he done? White folks got us pegged. They know how to get us. And at this point, everybody's talking about him. And let's not even get into the influencers making their way on the sidelines or certain podcast hosts or whatever. I even saw a post from one of them like, all right, JSU, Colorado, here we come. So does that mean y'all are not coming back to JSU anymore because he went to Colorado? So y'all finna go shuck and jive and act a fool and make y'all IG reels on the sidelines of Colorado now? That's fucked up. But our kids will get thrown in the bus for coins. Our kids will always get thrown under the bus for coins or left behind just like black women. Which brings me to my next point. So Brittney Griner, she's free. Brittney Griner is finally home, y'all. We've been talking about this right, free her. This is crazy. It was a vape with some residue. It was for medical reasons. The crime didn't fit the punishment. We know that she's a pawn in a political game. The way y'all love to play in Brittney's face. First of all, I'm just waiting for y'all to come out and just say, not only do y'all hate black women, but you really can't stand black queer women. Y'all really can't stand black queer women outside, in addition to y'all hating black women. I just want y'all to come out and be honest about it. So now all of a sudden this is the worst swap in history. Mind you, these statements are coming from folks that didn't pass social studies. You barely went to class altogether, but now all of a sudden you an expert on foreign policy and trade. I'm not about to play with y'all, as always. So she was swapped for a little Russian criminal, and I'm calling little because I think some of the biggest criminals in the world are right here on U.S. soil, and they're in suits and they're in office, so I need y'all to quit. So she was swapped for Russian arms dealer Viktor somebody. It's irrelevant. I don't give a damn what his name is, but you got men, black men. Some of y'all party every weekend with some shooters. Y'all be knowing who shot folks, but because of code and you ain't trying to get in trouble, you keep quiet. But y'all have so much to say about this. Y'all ain't had one word to say about Viktor Bout before this. Y'all have actually not had anything to say about Paul Whelan, which is the other prisoner that everybody's suddenly bringing up, saying she got freed. Why didn't he get freed? And from what I understand, Russia is treating his case differently because it's an espionage case. This girl had some residue in her vape pen. We not comparing apples to apples. She didn't commit any crime. So, and then that's another thing. Well, she knew better. Why do y'all keep acting like y'all don't understand what medical purposes means? And I've said this in past episodes. Some of y'all be going through Walmart and the self-checkout. Some of y'all done got these business loans for businesses you don't have. Some of y'all are way behind on child support, talking about the law, rules is rules. What? Stop playing. I can't with y'all. I cannot. But the fact that there's such disdain for her release and this fake outrage and this fake concern about other prisoners. Now, let's point out her wife, in true black girl magic fashion, made a statement that she and Brittney will commit to trying to assist other prisoners that they feel are wrongfully convicted or that have experienced the same thing she did in Russia. So the girl ain't even took her first shower yet. She ain't even got to love her wife down yet and already committed to putting in work. Why? Because that's on par for black women. That's what we do. Even when folks do not give two shits about us, we commit to the work. We figure out ways to be of servitude. Y'all don't deserve her or her wife. Imagine being in a prison for 10 months. We don't know what she went through in there. Get out, log on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else, and to hear folks talk about why you didn't deserve to come home. What in And some of it coming from your own community. I ain't talking about white folks. At this point, we know how y'all get down. If y'all don't have anything else, you're going to have the caucasity. We know this. I ain't talking to y'all. But y'all pick and choose. You pick and choose. So y'all talk about the black community needing this, that, and the third to move forward, but you don't see the importance of sticking it through, seeing it through, my boy, at an HBCU, or at the very least transferring to another one. So there's that. Y'all can't seem to commit to what it means when we say protect black women. And also those talking about, well, why didn't so-and-so get released? First of all, people that care about Brittney made noise on her behalf. Folks fought for her. So maybe y'all should ask the families of Mr. Whelan what they've been doing, or anybody else. Like, it ain't our job to fight for us and every single body else as well. There y'all go, putting the labor. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Y'all didn't care about none of these folks days ago, but because you don't see Brittney as deserving of freedom and getting justice or whatever, y'all talking down on her release. So disheartening. And it speaks volumes. But let's keep going. Y'all talk about mental health and how black men's mental health is not being taken seriously. But here we have Kanye and all over the damn place. At this point, him and Hitler could have been homies. Every problematic turn that man takes, y'all attach it to genius. He's a genius. It's a bigger plan. Somebody please tell me this plan. The man got escorted off the headquarters of Skechers. But when he has these manic episodes, instead of y'all acknowledging that this man has mental illness, he needs help, he needs to be on his meds, y'all do something else. Y'all call it something else. So you don't take mental health seriously. Shocker, right? So there's that. And I would hate, and I'm saying this because I really know what's going to happen, for y'all to talk about Brittney not deserving to be released. She broke the law. But all of y'all ready to stream this. It ain't even new R. Kelly. Some music's been released apparently. And I'm already seeing the comments. Yeah, I'm listening to it. It already got took down. You know, you can't knock it. It's a no skip. All gas, no brakes. Family should be in jail. Y'all ride harder for R. Kelly than y'all do for Brittney. Can we discuss that for a minute? How? So, you don't care about predominantly black institutions the way y'all act like you do. When it's concerning your fave and some more money, at the end of the day, we can all go ahead and admit white is right. You truly feel that way when it comes to finances. It's okay. It's about us being honest. So there's that. You're not interested in protecting black women. You don't care about folks being convicted or imprisoned for things for non-violent crimes. You ain't worried about that. It depends on who it is. You're not worried about mental health. You don't take it seriously because here you have an example of somebody that's been diagnosed and y'all won't call a thing. And now R. Kelly back dropping music again or re-releasing old songs and y'all are eating it up. Probably going to be a shit ton of TikTok challenges. What I need us to do in 2023 is see if it is at all possible to sit and eat our food. Just mind your business. That's it. I'm keeping it real simple today, y'all. I feel like I'm always saying we got to do better. We're not really going to do better. We're going to do what's convenient and what's going to serve our interests and what's going to protect our faves. That's the name of the game. But with all of this, can we just please leave empowering blackness and the black community out of it? Because that is not what y'all own. It is what it is. So, that being said, y'all know what's going on out in these streets. Wear your mask, wash your hands, socially distance, and when you get a free moment, please remember to clean out your dirty bag. Till next time.
Well, darling, there's only one God.